Hello everybody, Stockmaster Talk here with GoldMedalPennyStocks.com, doing a stock chart video analysis of FBCD. That's the FBC Holding Incorporated. Last trading day was Wednesday, November 19th, where we saw a previous close at 0004. We closed up last at 0005, giving us that plus 25% on a volume of 5,310,001 share. FBCD is looking really nice here for a great short-term momentum play. It's bottomed out with some great accumulation on the way. Plus, also on Wednesday, we did see a low of 0003 and that high of 0005 allows for even more gains yesterday. So hopefully you got in at a nice price. Let's take a look at what our indicators are showing for the coming days and weeks ahead. We're going to start first at the 14-day RSI. It's at 49.55. I like how we are starting to move back up here. Over the last few weeks, we have seen some very nice slow accumulation, and this has been growing ever steadily closer to that 50. Once we cross over that 50 line, that's going to put us in a nice strong buy region. That's the area between 70 and 50. I like that we're still moving up very nice and strong on this one here. So I assume we're going to be going right into that strong buy region, and we're going to hold pretty solidly in there for a few days or a few weeks if we're lucky. Down here on daily charts, everything's looking good. We are bottomed out and starting to see a recovery here. It's looking really good. We do have our bottom support at 0003 and another support range right there at that 0004. We've been holding that for several days in a row now. We do have this resistance to break at 0005, but it looks like we're going to be able to do it pretty easily here with the accumulation and the volume that's been coming in. So everything's looking good and primed for a nice move here on the daily charts. But what I'm really excited about is our MACD lines as well as some of our tricks lines here. Accumulation is also nice, but we're going to get to that a little bit later. MACD line itself is pinched up nice and close with the signal line, and it has been moving up closer towards that zero line. So crossing over that, it's going to happen both very quickly. Crossing over the signal line as well as that center line is going to let us know that we are in a nice strong uptrend. It's a major buy signal for a lot of investors. What I like right now at the 15-day tricks is that we are pinched real close with our signal line. We did come out in a nice little decrease here, but as you can see, we're starting to level out and starting to move back up again. This change in direction signal is a good buy, and it's also looking very bullish on that one as well. So if you're a little bit more of a long-term player, the 30-day tricks is looking nice as well. We are pinched real close with our signal line, and should see a nice crossover of that anytime soon here. We've been playing back and forth on that for a little while now. So looking for a nice strong move right there over the coming days ahead. So take a look at your slow stochastics now. You got our 33.33 and rising here. We came to a nice bottom just below that 20 and started to move back up again. I like how we consolidate, use that signal line as support, and continue to move up towards that 50. Let's and we also, before I move on from that, you can see that we have had higher lows recently, so that's definition of an uptrend. We've seen some solid strength and growth on all of these charts so far, all these indicators for the last couple weeks. So that's always a nice thing to see that this has been building a strong foundation and continuing to move upwards. The CCI is at negative 60.72, continuing to do the same thing. We have had a couple weeks where we've been gradually, very slowly making higher lows, really showing us that we're starting to move up and gain a lot of strength on these indicators. So our foundation is set. We're ready to really start moving forward on this one. Stochastic RSI doing the same thing here. We are seeing this higher low. We are having a change of direction right now at 0.42 on the moving average. I'd like to see this continue to bounce up over the coming days as we are at 0.919 on the stochastic RSI. That's above the 0.8. Strong bullish region currently. Check your money flow starting to make some strong recoveries here. We have been trading beneath that zero for quite some time now, but it has been growing for the same amount of time period like I have been saying before. We've been seeing a very gradually improving market on FBCD. Everything is really starting to take shape here, and with the accumulation that's on the way, we've gotten rid of a lot of weak investors that have had some very strong trades over the last few weeks. So this has got me really excited. And as we move on down to the ADX line, you can see that we are getting ready for a nice uptrend signaled by this ADX line. The positive DI is headed up towards a crossover for that negative DI. Once that happens, that would technically consider us in an uptrend according to the ADX line here. But since it is only at 17.52, take it with a grain of salt, as this chart isn't necessarily considered accurate until around the mid-20s, so like 24, 25. That's when this one really starts to become relevant to what we're looking at here. PVO looking good as well. We are seeing higher lows in this one for the same time period. Like I said, we've really just started gaining a lot of strength from this one. It's currently at 5.224. Would like to see us come back up and bounce up pretty soon here and cross back over that signal line. That'd be a nice strong buy indicator. Not too concerned about this one though, as we are still positive. Money flow index looking great as well, moving on up. 33.81 headed for that 50. It could take it a couple days depending on what happens, but you can see it does move violently and very quickly over a matter of short period of time here. So we could see this move up very quickly. But what I've been talking about this entire time is accumulation being on the rise. You can see over the last several months we have had a steady decline in our accumulation, but we have bottomed out on this one as well, and we're starting to make a nice strong recovery. This quick change in direction here is showing that we have a nice renewed interest by investors. We've gotten rid of the weak sellers, and we're accumulating strong buyers and longer term investors. So FBCD is really starting to turn around here as we come to a conclusion of 2014. Really excited what's going to happen in the next couple of days. So keep your eyes on it. Do some DD and join us in the chat down below. Leave some comments, leave some questions. We'll be happy to take a look at them. And also, if you'd like to head on over to our website, www.GoldMedalPennyStocks.com. You can sign up there, and we'll give you some more information about FBCD and some other stocks down the road. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Best of luck in the markets tomorrow.